Sooner or later.
Are you the soda girl?
I called that girl, that is, she's got a drink, like hundreds of hours.
I want you to take mine, I don't have time.
Look out, right by
You don't have to put it on the list.
I know, it's been, I've been really busy.
Yeah, here. Okay, hold on, by my desk.
Long time no see. How you been?
I'm a good husband to my wife. Every year I send her to Florida, and if I find the son of a bitch giving her money, sending her back, I'm going to kill her.
Is that true?
And I need it all.
All I have to see for me to say, I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I am Mary Lou. We never parted, so hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Yeah, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Ricky Nelson.
Your house late last night, all the shades were pulled and drawn way down tight. From within a dim light cast two silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made. Put his arms around your waist, held you tight, kisses I could almost taste in the night. Wondering why I'm not that guy whose silhouette's on the street. I couldn't hide, no tears in my eyes. Oh, silhouette, 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 silhouette. Oh, silhouette, 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 silhouette. shot. You're on the wrong block. Whoa. I rushed down to your house with wings
On my feet,
loved you like I've never loved.
you my sweet.
Vowed that you and I would be two silhouettes on the shade. All of our days need
Silhouettes on the shade. Oh,
silhouettes,
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 silhouettes, silhouettes, silhouettes. Oh,
silhouettes,
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 silhouettes, silhouettes. Oh,
two
silhouettes on the shade.
All right. Well, you got it.
Come on, baby. Let's do the tune. Come on, baby. Let's do the tune. Let's try to get away and do it. Oh, sweet love. Oh, and the time to get around. My daddy is sleeping there. Yeah, my mama ain't around. Watch you go and twist and twist and twist till you tear the house down. Go round and round and twist and twist. Just like this. Round and round along with you. You see, if I miss you, you should see why. If I miss you, she knows how to walk. She knows how to just like this. And go round and round. Come on!
Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Clap your hands.
characters, just remember?
Let's get that ventriloquist up here.
What? Raffles. Hey, who's running the raffles? Raffle. Yeah, we're gonna do Chinese. Want to talk about something? Yes, want to compete against the blonde. $50. I'll chip in $1. Go ahead, Smarty, you can bet on everything.
Oh, the one in the green hat. Oh, you checking him out? Yeah, I think he looks great. Listen, you can't go around doing that to these men, you know. Why not? Well, you see, he's probably happily married. Oh, well, I'll ask him. You sure? I'm sure. Okay, go ahead and ask him. Hey, honey, why don't you come up and sing me sometime? Wait a minute, you were supposed to ask him if he was happily married. I'm just checking on other things. Okay. So, are you happily married? That's to the man in the green hat. Is that who I'm looking at? I hope so.
Louie.
Yeah.
Louie, it's you.
Are you happily married? Are you happily married?
You're saying that. I'm not married.
See? Okay, he's not married. Oh, good. Do you want to say something soft and sweet to him? Cotton candy. In your own mind. And I'll meet you in a parking lot after the show.
I said that's his type.
That poor guy over there, wow. So look at this crowd. Yeah, you like that? They look pretty good to me. I think they look swell. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. What was that? I don't know. You realize you just kissed the dummy. I don't think you have to even flirt with all these guys. They're just gonna like you. And that's right, and that's okay with me. So listen, do you have a boyfriend? Oh no, they're too hard to find. What do you mean they're too hard to find? Is there any man that is too old or too young for you? I don't believe so. No. So why don't you have a boyfriend? I can't find one that's sensitive, caring, and good looking. What's the problem? They all have boyfriends. I am waiting for my knight in shining armor. Yes, aren't we all? And then, you know what? He's gonna have to pay for everything. Yeah, lots of luck on that. Well, you know what? When I get him, he's gonna owe a lot of money to master charge. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is a good-looking bunch. Well, I think bananas. No, they're not a bunch of bananas. Well, they have appeal. Oh, if they have appeal. Okay, well, if you think so, then that's okay. I think they look like just a garden of roses. Well, there's some thorns out there and some weeds. Now, Miss Eva, I want you to be nice to these folks. Oh, okay. All right. Now listen, all right? You told me one time, hey, where are you going? This isn't expensive show. Get back here. I don't think you won.
I got the kiss, or you did.
Oh my goodness, now they're fighting over me. Never had it so good. Wow. So listen, I told you, or you told me one time that you wanted to go to New York.
Oh, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, we are in New York.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
All the bright lights of New York City.
Yeah.
And Broadway. Yeah. No.
What?
No. Are you kidding me? No, 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 no. This is upstate New York.
What?
Upstate New York.
You mean no city lights?
Uh-uh.
No Wall Street?
Uh-uh.
No Broadway shows?
No. But we've got Proctor's, you know, and that's off-Broadway. Yeah. That's what they say.
Okay, I guess. Well, you know, this place must be alright, you know, to live, work, and play if you're here.
Well, it is. This is a nice little city.
What's it called?
Scotia.
Good grief, who ever heard of that?
No, wait a minute. I bet you Tom Tom can't even find it. No, Tom Tom's a GPS. They can find anything. Are you kidding? Sometimes. Okay. All right. So this is a nice little city. All right. And we're right here at the Scotia Diner in the Las Vegas room. The Las Vegas room. Right. At the Scotia Diner. Right. So Terry Fader plays Las Vegas at the Mirage in the big hall. Right. And we play the Las Vegas room at the Scotia Diner. Right.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Well, you must have a good reason for being here. Well, I do. All right. Run that by me. This is a fundraiser for Paul Hunt.
Oh, that's nice.
He is an Elvis impersonator.
Whoa, is he here?
No, he's not here.
So, Elvis has left the building?
Well, you could say that, sort of. Yes, all right, okay. But I think they're going to have somebody here later.
Oh, that's nice. I will look forward to that.
Okay, good. Where'd everybody go? Well, they're right here.
It got so quiet.
They're waiting for you to say something. No, stop. Okay. All right. So, this is the fundraiser.
All right.
Okay? And so everybody's getting together. They've done a lot of things here tonight.
I was in love with the same man for 49 years.
Oh, that's very commendable.
Yeah, well, if my husband found out about it, he'd have killed me. My second husband,
Okay.
yeah, my second husband, he died, and he said, be sure and get a large stone.
All right.
So I did. I'll wear it here on my left hand.
Nice, Miss Eva.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Comes with a 10% discount.
Okay. How about, let's see, what else can you think of?
Well, just remember one thing.
Okay. What's that?
A penny saved is a government oversight.
Can you say goodnight to everybody?
Good night, everybody.
hear it again for Rose. Rose, you can speak for me anytime. Friend of Paul's, friend of ours. Joe has been called New York's premier entertainer. Joe has opened and performed for the Box Tops, the Drifters, the Coasters, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, just to name a few. Now for you, I'd like to present Joe Morelli. Joe, can you come out here?
CC Rider, oh CC, what you done? I said CC Rider, oh CC, what you done? I do baby love you, now your man is gone. Hey, when I say, well I'm going, baby, and I won't back it on. Well I'm going away, baby, and I won't back it on. Till I find me a little girl, I won't be back it on. What I said, I just see, CC Rider, oh see what you done. I just see, CC Rider, oh see what you done. Why you made me love you, now your man is gone. What I said, I said see, CC Rider, I said see, CC Rider, I said 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 CC Rider. Oh!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And I'm going to try to bring back some memories of one of the greatest entertainers who ever lived. And we hope you have a good time. We hope we touch your hearts. This next song was recorded in 1305 when I was born. It goes on. Treat me oh yeah, break my little heart, tear on the fire, and I love me. Here we go, I'll be home, oh so lonely. It's not me, sad proud of you, dear old lady. Oh, I would be still Joe. You're welcome. Feeling close to mine. Here we go. I'll be home. Oh, so lonely. It's not me sad. How you, dear old lady. Whoa, oh yeah. All right. The story goes, we just walked. We didn't walk, we actually drove. But we went to the bowling alley. Sportsman's Lounge, right?
Yes.
And he was a very good friend of mine who's here, and we went to see him. I haven't seen him in 18 years, 17 years actually. We worked at the Friar Tuck in Catskill, New York. And we were doing a show with Johnny Maestro. We opened for Johnny Maestro Funerals. And if you're familiar with it, it was in the next room over, and he was in the lounge. So I was listening to him and watching what he was doing and all the funny stuff that he was doing. He was a really cool guy. So they dared me, when the show got over, to just stay in costume and go over on his stage. And we did. And we didn't rehearse anything. And we were on there for like an hour and a half. And it was a great time. So then, as time went on, you know, I forgot even where he lived. I didn't even know he was living up here. A friend of mine told me, and so anyway, we went to the Sportsman's, and he wasn't there. So anyway, I figured, you know, the best thing to do is I'm just going to do some songs in his memory tonight, so when he gets back, then he can take over, and then I can sit out there and watch. So we'll have a good time. And anyway, I'd like to do this next song. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think this song was recorded by Frank Sinatra. It's called My Way. And it goes. And so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say clear, I'll stay my kids, of which I'm certain. I live a life that's full, I travel each, and every highway open more, much more. I admire regrets I never feel, but to begin to measure, I did what I had to do, and so when I did assumption, I planned each loving course, each careful step along my ways, owing more, much more than this, I didn't mind. But yes, there were times I should and I belong more than I could chew, but too long he knows that I hated him, he ain't spinning around. I placed him and I should talk and didn't more. I let you cry, I had my face, Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'd like to do a little medley for you. Can't do them all. We'd be here for 2 weeks. Set it back, fall apart. Put a chick and my dick, leave me away. Oh, baby, let me be. Don't wanna be tight. Time's way too long. Don't wanna be alive. I am saying kind. Just a little bit. You'll see what's in the past. Put a chicken around my neck and leave me anyway. Oh, baby, let me be. Oh, baby, let me be. Okay. Oh, you know I can't be glad. Sitting home all alone, you can't come back. Please tell me no. Don't be cruel. Your heart is true. Oh, baby, if I made you mad for something that I might have said, please let me get it past. You got a beautiful. It's too hard. See, they're paying attention. Yeah, oh, I know how to love. Don't be cruel. Your heart is true. Hey, don't be cruel. Your heart is true. Hey, I wanna love. Baby, it's your heart. Bring it up, 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 up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Thank you very much. We did a show. I was with Legends for 4 years, a little over 4 years, and I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what that is. And we went from Myrtle Beach to Las Vegas, Nevada. We had a great time. I did it for 4.5 years, and it was a great time. So every time we did a show with them, this song, I always picked this song to do. But as you know, a lot of times you have the girls and the Rockettes or whatever it is behind you, you know, with the lights and all that stuff. So I'm looking around here and I'm thinking, you know, we get the Rockets, right? It doesn't have to be the Rockettes. We could be the Rockets, right? I'm not sure, sir, but some of the girls out here look really good. And if you want to come up and help me sing, you only got to sing 2 words of the song. And we're going to turn the place right into the Golden Nugget. It's going to be just like the Vegas room, for real. Okay, come on, come on. All right. Right? What sign? What sign? Good? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. All right? Okay. What are you girls going to do? Yeah, I want you to come up. You too. Yeah, of course you too. Come on, bring your husband too. Is he a female? Is your husband a female? No. I don't know, man. I've been doing this long enough. I don't ask questions anymore. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She would pull her wig off and say, hi. I was sitting at a bar one time in there, and I was talking to a girl that looked really nice until she started talking. Hello. You know, are you ready? Are you ready to sing, or are you just ready? You're just ready. He's just ready, baby. All right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. What you girls are going to do is, we're going to do Viva Las Vegas. I'm going to go Viva. You're going to go Viva Las Vegas. Okay? Capiche? Capiche. No, that's for the Italian people out there. Where's the market? Right, he's going to save my soul. He's going to save my soul. Oh, my. The money's just ready to burn. So you don't stay until alive. There's 1,000 green women just waiting out there. And they're all living the devil may care. And I'm just the devil with a respect. So Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I wish that there were more than 24 hours in a day. Even if there were 44, I wouldn't skip a minute away.
time. If I walk in the road, well, I always remember that I had a swing in time. Give it everything I got. The lady looks with me, let the dice stay hot. They're shooting sevens from every shot down. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! We're going to dedicate this to our buddy Paul. And I can't, is it snowing out? I can't believe that. You know, I'm saying, why shouldn't I believe that? It started 7 months ago, right? It was a start. Anyway, I like to do this next song, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no other Elvis fan more than Paul, for sure. And I want to do this next song that I usually dedicate this to the memory of the king of rock and roll, because that's what we're all about, is paying tribute to one of the greatest legends who ever lived. And I like to do this song for, it's called the American Trilogy. Oh, I wish I was old times, pay off in my forgotten, look away. Little baby, don't you cry. You know in days bound to die. Guess who went hand in hand is pain. I do. That's a wonder. The wonder. And when you smile, you touch my hand, never change. Your history is worth a fortune. Your love only means everything. Eyes on heaven know get a reason why. When you love me as you do, that's a wonder. The wonder of you. All right, here we go. All right, who's going to grab the lungs in the back? You? Grab it? Hurt. All right. Let's see, here we are. Way down on the across the New Orleans, way back in the woods of Green, the little log cabin made of earth and wood. A little country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never really ride so well, but he could play the guitar just like a ring of a bell. Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go. I said go, go, Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go. I said go, Johnny B. Good. Sun go down. Well, maybe someday you'll never be tables will ever turn. I would never
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You guys are all fantastic. And before I do the closing riff here tonight, would you guys like to, can I share a funny story with you? Would you like to hear something funny to kind of like make you laugh a little bit? And Phil, you could use this on your road trip. You can write this down, man. Right? Hey Phil, you remember the butler that used to write down Gracie stuff? You didn't think I knew that, did you? I go back to George Burns. All right, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna share this with you, and then I'm gonna leave you. But I gotta tell you a funny story. You guys are really great people, and I want to share this with you every chance I get. Has anybody out here ever been divorced, or like maybe the second time around or something? See how people are happy. Everybody's happy, right? I was married. I was married a long time, a very long time, and I got divorced. And I haven't seen my ex-wife up until recently for about 3 years. Okay, so I'm coming out of a mall in Kingston. All right, I'm in Kingston, and I hear this big loud screech that's coming from the gym. Right, and it was my ex-wife coming, walking over to me. So she says to me, she's walking in front of me like a peacock, right? Like this. You know how some of your women are, right? Not you, not you. So anyway, she's like, Joe, how you been? And I said, well, I'm working a lot, having a good time, doing a lot of stuff. And she's like, I just want to let you know that Lance, my trainer, it's always Lance. There's never like Billy Bob. There's never Sammy, or Jimbo. They're never a trainer. It's always Lance. So Lance says to me, now you got to remember something. My wife and I were like Sonny and Cher, jabs all day long, right? Trying to outdo each other. So anyway, we're in the middle of the mall now, right? In the food court, right? So she was very happy. So we're sitting there, and she goes, my trainer says I have the breasts of a 25-year-old girl, right? So I look at him, and then I look in the back, and I go, well, what did he say about your 50-year-old fat ass, right? She goes, your name never came up. I took care of the rim shot for you, right? Needless to say, I can talk about her all I want when I'm not around, so when she's not around. Anyway, you guys have been really great, and I want to leave you with this last song as an ending song here. It's a beautiful song. But I'd like to tell everybody that we're all praying for Paul's recovery, because he is a great guy, and he is the best. He is. We met him. I mean, it was, and I don't mean to sound weird or anything like that, but we met, and it was just, we were buds right off the top. I never knew him, he never knew me. He just knew I was next door, and I knew he was over there, and but and it was so cool. I mean, we were both doing, in my show, we were getting a kick out of it, because I do a lot of the, like, everybody loves somebody, and I do the, and we were going back and forth with this, and I'm saying to myself, I can't believe there's another nut like me, It was so good. We had a great time together, and I'll never forget it, and I know he'll be back. I mean, it's going to be a ways for recovery and stuff like that, and that happens. I mean, it's just a setback for a little while, but you know what? He'll be back here, and we'll all be back, and we'll have a good time, right? Thank you. Anyway, I'd like to leave you with this tune, and thank you all. And if you guys want to grab a picture or something, or say anything, or curse me out, or do whatever you want to do, man, that's It's all right with me. But I just wanted to say that thank you very much. No one will ever take the place of the king of rock and roll. Elvis is the king. I'm an entertainer. No one will ever take his place. But I'm falling in love. Shadow eyes. Would it be, yes, falling in love with you. It's like every woman should have made it to the sea. Let go. Darling, so go. Some things you know are close to you. Take my hand, take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. The microphone from the other side. The other side. Overall, thanks a lot, Joe. We appreciate all your efforts. Lovely. Debbie, thanks for supporting us. Listen, anything you want to know about Joe, you've got Joe to talk to. He's got his specifics and other things you've got to talk to him. Well, let's hear from Bill, too. What a great MC, huh? Thank you, Joe. Next entertainer, from Russia, Oman, Jamie. Jamie, we'll let you come right up here. You've been waiting patiently. Do your thing. Okay, Jamie, go on.
I got a bad left thigh, I can tell.
Like that.
The beads are stuck.
That's cute.
You gotta pump it up. Pump, pump.
I thought they were shooting me. Someone's gonna fall on
Hey, all right, Sam.
Never run a tape like this before, Rick. This is good.
Something's coming off your head!
Yeah, don't rush. Don't be rushing.
I told you it'd be interesting.
It was interesting.
Slow down. Slow down, you're walking too fast. Bobby, help me. Where's Bobby? Bobby. She got a band check her wrist. Check her wristband. Check for her pulse.
Are you looking for something? There's no bathroom here. You don't have a wristband on.
No, I don't. I got it to do off. Oh, look at you. Who made you? I think this place is somebody's watching you with another satellite.
I told you she's supposed to like work.
I think this place they watch my Martian.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I know. I spoke to my space chum.
You don't want to take X-Lax and sleep until Oh, God.
Now you've done it. Right there. Don't even look. I'm moving.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have never gone that way. How am I going to go the bathroom this way?
Just like me to help you.
Yes, Flynn. How am I going to go? I'm going to go right here if I don't have any help.
No, you better work. Come on, I'll help you. You gotta do this. Go. Hold on, woman. That's wrong with Peter.
You're leaving a trail. But don't be creepy.
I'll take you to the bathroom.
She's leaving a trail. Go slip. Get him out. Somebody get him out.
No one said it's me.
I think that is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sadie.
Could you look at me? I thought I seen you.
Sadie Trail.
I'm sorry.
Do it again.
The whole roll.
What?
She found the bathroom.
She's out of the bathroom. Listen, everybody. This is.
She found the bathroom.
You're leaving street. Sadie, not the whole roll. Not a little bit's funny. This is too much. Decorate well. Louie wants a date. You turned them on, Sadie.
I ain't touching that.
Louie on with the toilet paper. Wants a date. What do we got? What is it?
Give me your pair of ties.
What is that? Hey, wait a minute. I might need to see some back. Don't put that on me.
What are you going to do, Terry?
I ain't touching that.
Watch the brown spots. Louie will do anything for a date. Louie, sit down, please.
I know you. Yeah, we'll sit down. I don't know. I think you're just to be my boyfriend.
Sit down, Louie. Louie, I love you. Give it up.
Tell me what you got.
Yeah, you got your match now, Louie.
My pocket.
You told me how much you asked me how much money I have.
Yeah, how much money you got?
Why? What am I buying?
You didn't buy nothing. I want to get it from you.
You're gonna have to take the change.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I don't like to keep big bills on me.
How did you get so big over here? You must have had a nice boyfriend, I'll tell you.
I'm not telling you any of my secrets.
That's a secret everybody knows now.
What are you, a comedian?
No!
Why are you holding my toilet paper?
Well, in case you gotta go.
Work her ass, Lou.
Well, you're not gonna wipe me.
No, I won't. I'll let you do it.
Here, I got a glove.
On your back.
I know how to wipe myself. You don't have to tell me how.
When I first seen her, I thought it was Mrs. Wiggins.
Mrs. Wiggins. From Carol Burnett. Looked like Carol Burnett. Mrs. Wiggins. Mrs. Wiggins.
I had no
Rinse the
idea.
toilet paper when you're done.
This is the Pioneer Club?
So you're in Las Vegas.
I'm in Las Vegas? Yep. I'm telling you, this is some place you got here. I had no idea. I used to take my clothes here and get them clean. I'm glad he made this place. This is some place. It's the Glitter Gulch. What the hell? It's a Glitter Gulch.
That's right.
What's that?
It's a casino.
Oh, I know. Everybody knows that.
Anything you want to bet on, sir? Oh, no. I can't do that. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
We're making an announcement. Excuse me, please.
Throw that mic away.
It sounds like my second.
You can have that mic.
That sounds kind of wrong, kid. That sounds kind of wrong.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, once you touch me, you have to You're not a gentleman. You're a gravel man. What do you say? I'm so happy everybody came out here tonight to the Scotia Diner. It used to be the Clevelers. If it weren't for you here tonight, we wouldn't be here. Everybody here should shut up. Oh, she's talking to Dina. Dad, they got caught. You're gonna be in trouble.
Alright, I'm single anyway.
I know, I heard. Oh, I want to say, you heard all about this place? Why you're here tonight? And I want to say I'm so sorry for what happened.
Get that picture. Bill, you gotta beat that one.
Is he playing shuffleboard? Well, he's amazing for 78. 80. He's 80? That's your husband? That's good. I'm glad to hear he's not. Is your other half here? Did you bring your date tonight?
No, he's sick in the hospital.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things in this world that aren't so good, but there's a lot of good too.
Gotta take the good with the bad.
Oh, I know that. Yin and yang. You know what goes in must come out. Why are you here? Are you a surgeon?
There you go.
That's Lou Elvis. And that's you. You put your face on your chest. You don't need to hold me up. You need to go over there and so.
Sorry.
I didn't say that correctly. I meant play the organ. Well, then I don't know what instrument he plays. You must play the drums. That's how the sticks don't fall out of your hands. Is that right? Is your name Rick?
Can I ask you another question?
The question and answer period is later. Okay, go ahead.
No, I want to ask you the question. I don't want to talk to that thing. I want to ask you. How did you get so big? Are you pregnant?
Yes, it's your baby.
What are we going to name it? Lou Parenti?
Are you kidding?
Mister.
That's my name.
So?
It's your baby.
That's right, so why would I name it Lou Parenti?
You going to have a cesarean?
No, I'm going to have a Sicilian.
You want to start going steady or not?
Well, I've been going pretty steady lately.
What are you going steady? Doing what?
I've been going steady. I don't need to tell you the details. I don't have constipation anymore.
Guess what? I take a little pill every night.
I bet you take that purple pill.
I don't take the other color.
I know you take that purple pill. That's how you got pregnant.
I used to take the blue pill.
Oh, that's right. It's blue. I'm colorblind.
Yeah, it's blue.
Oh, that's right. Blue.
What do they call it?
It's the Viagra pill. Yeah, but he didn't take it for sex. He took it so he didn't fall out of the bed.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think I'm going to be on TV.
Your space.
I take aerobics. I sit down and I breathe. And I exhale. And I breathe and exhale. I keep doing that. And then when the urge passes, I go to sleep. Then I woke up and I had a dream, not about you. Well. And my dream was that someday I'd be somewhere that was so warm and fuzzy.
You want to go lay down now?
Don't you think you should ask me more personally and more romantically, love?
Personal, that's just between you and me.
Nothing's between you and me yet.
I want to have another baby.
Well, I know you have a lot named Lou Parenti. How many of you are Lou's babies? Nobody wants to admit it. But I know this is little Elvis's fan club, aren't you?
Yeah.
And we're going to close our eyes for a moment. And we're going to just pray for him. I don't know.
You run out of words?
No.
A lot I can give you.
I want to say, God, please make it possible to bring little Elvis home. We're here because we care, and because he brings so much joy to people through his God-given talents of singing like Elvis Presley since he was 10 years old. He's been singing, and he went to perform in Illinois. And he needs to come home. And we want him to come home.
Getting close.
My daddy was dead a long time ago.
He used to be everywhere.
I wrote a little song for you, if you don't mind. I would like to sing it tonight. I know this is the 50s diner. And don't they do a nice job here?
Yeah.
Let's give a hand to Anita. And her son, this is Apollo.
Zeus.
Zeus. Come here.
No.
Let's hear it for the family here that made this all possible tonight. God bless you all. My name is Sadie. Sadie Hawkins. And actually, I've been around a while. So I get around just like Lou. You see, I've actually enjoyed performing sometimes, and I don't really get out that much anymore. That's not true. I do get out much. But I actually came and bring a song. I brought a little something to sing for you. It's a 50s song. And this is a song I wrote just for you and for little Elvis. Gotta warm up, please. Can you give me a G?
G.
G. How about an A?
A.
Oh, wow, this is a good crowd. You know how to sing. How about A flat?
A flat minor.
Okay, I knew I was going to get that one. Well, this song I wrote especially for Anita and all the friends for Hunt.
Why is that?
Hi. Hi. That's okay, we can't hear you.
Need the bathroom again?
No, I already went. Right here. Well, for all that Bill Elvis has done, you know, he's done a lot for the community, and it's so nice to see that the community came out tonight. And let's all send him some positive energy. Let's hear it for our friend, Paul Hunt. My song is dedicated to Paul and all of his fans. I'm going to sing it to You Belong to Me. You know that song.
Yeah.
But I don't know the words. I'm so glad to see you here tonight. Laughing, eating are the joys of life, and forgiving just an extra dime. Hope you do. Thank you all truly. Life just never goes the way you think. Sometimes it's sweet and sometimes it stings. You know this song? It stings. Raise your glasses, raise up your drinks. You can just raise your glasses, that's it, okay? As we toast to Paul, he never thought that he'd be stranded in Illinois. Let me be candid. He would give his heart and give his soul to the children at St. Jude's Hospital, to the very depths of rock and roll. Paul's got a heart of gold. Right? Yes. Now he's in need of help. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pray tell this evening we'll bring home little Elvis. 13,000 is a lot of dough, but thanks to you it gives us faith and hope that together we will bring Paul home. Thanks for your prayers and your love so. God bless you all. God bless you all. Oh no, you know how to flatter me. No, I can't take my clothes off yet. And I want you to know that my sincere wishes go out to Paul and all of his fans and all of his family. And I know with all of your support and getting the word out, I know that Paul will be home soon. And God bless you all. And God bless you, and they're going to be the angels. The angels are going to bring him home. It's called Angels Med Flight, actually. And I hope they bring him home soon, so he can get back on the road to recovery. And then you can all visit him here and support him and give him the encouragement and then keep him positive to get him back to where he needs to be. And I hope you all had a nice evening tonight. And thank you for being here. And my name is Sadie, and actually I am from Zingagram. And I appreciate you being here. And you can go to my website, like Lou wants to. I can't show you my website now. I have too many webs.
Cobwebs? No, that's all. Yeah, take that.
You're gonna have. Isn't that what a website is? You mean you have a website of your own? We're gonna have a website contest at midnight. Right? Anita's gonna lead it. Oh, really? Well, you know, if we don't pull ourselves together, we'll never be strong. We have to do it together, and we have to do it as individuals too. Because sometimes it's not easy every day, but we just have to persevere and stay positive, and that makes a big difference, you know.
That's right.
Shut up. Look at you, you got a flower. You better water it. Maybe Lou will give it a little blue pill. Keep it. Well, I hope you had a nice evening. There were such nice people. Let's hear for all the talents that came out tonight. And Rick and his band. Was there a rapper here to start off the night? Let's hear for our rapper. And then our MCs, Phil and Bonnie. flash.
For the stands.
Really, I missed it. Was it Lou? Rick. Let's hear for our flasher. Our guitarist, Kevin Wayne, right? Yes. Did Dino perform?
No.
Oh, schmo. Okay, is Dino gonna perform?
No.
Oh, we don't want him to. Morning, noon, and night. Zing, 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 zing. Part of the people that we zinged, if you'd like to know, was Governor Pataki. I sang for his 50th birthday, not like this. I said, can't you do something?
There's no line here.
Go out with that.
Hurry up, Sadie.
I don't know. Rick just asked if we go out in the back. Let's hear for Lou. $5 more for Lou. Anyone else have a question? Question, please. But thank you for that interesting question. And I actually, didn't know, That's Sadie. Sadie the bag lady. Better known as Sadie. I'm only half the room applauded. The truth is, actually, my company, Zingagram, started 35 years ago. Actually, today is our anniversary. Happy anniversary. And I lost track of how many Zingagrams I delivered. I sang for her when she was home for her birthday up in the Adirondacks. She came home and I went up to Bolton Landing and I sang for her. And that was the time when she had her show and make sure people could live off of $40 a day, living or traveling around the country. And also for some of for tonight. And now is Anita, our hostess with the most.
We had a party for a 100-year-old.
More than that.
What do you do?
Don't tell my secrets.
Don't forget to flush the toilet.
No, I won't.
I guess that's it, Anita? That's it. Joe, thanks again. We love you.
Actually, I use recycled paper. Honey. And that's when I really let him have it. And he fell off the park bench and he said, you remember? You could call me an ambulance. Other famous people that was after he said, you can call me sweetheart. And then he said, you can call me darling.
No more.
Then he said, for our Elvis impersonator, Joe. God bless you all. And for Zigagram's special mime, Victor the Mime.
Want me to do a check on you?
Colleen Mahar?
Yes.
What is he doing? Good job. She's in here for 3 minutes and she got picked up already.
Anita, I'm waiting.
Hey, Joe's on the move. Now what's going on?
You need to get out some more. And let's hear the fans of Little Elvis. Oh, you have $1 bill for me? Number?
Have another baby, call me.
And leave your number.
I'm not home. I might be busy making a different one.
I know, you're a busy man.
Huh?
I heard you're a busy man making babies everywhere.
He's a doctor.
That's why they call him Lou Parente. That stands for Lou the Parent.
Right, that's right.
He's got about 17 blues around town. So, well, anyway, I guess I could do a little questions and answers. Anybody here wants to ask?
Hey, Lou, will you pass this around?
That's my number on the back. I hope you can read it. It's very small.
She wants me to do her.
Is it Israel?
Oh, you put lipstick on it?
Yeah, you can kiss it. Let's hear it for Lou, everybody. So then over at the Salvation Army. Yeah. Don't show Lou. I couldn't wear it because I couldn't get it clasped on my own. That's the one I wear when I get all dressed up for the evening. Next question? Yes, sir?
Can I come up there and squeeze them?
Yes, well, actually, how much should we charge, Anita? How much a squeeze?
I got the money right here.
Donation.
How about $5?
Say that, boy.
$5 a squeeze. Come on up here, put your money where your mouth is.
I got an idea. Give me $20.
Well, $20, let's go outside.
Come on.
Peter, let's go outside.
Sadie, I'm ready.
Really?
Go.
Oh, like that's what I want.
25.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a new diner, new motto.
Go ahead.
What's it going to be? Anybody have any suggestions? Watch out, don't go in the back to paying $20. $5. This is for little.
Wait a minute, wait. I gotta get my service first.
Hey. All right, we'll go.
Not those, these, right here. I don't want nothing else. All right.
No, we're
Put it